We know that many of us have experienced, myself included, a real shock in all of this. Anger, disbelief, depression. I know that many of us carry that, and some of you, maybe half, were with us when we went through this issue years ago. And we've seen the results of that. But we were not finished. And so we have new issues. And many of you are new to that, have no idea of what the church and we as a diocese have lived through and are living through. And there has been some good that has come in strengthening the church through that terrible time. But the time is not over. It's manifesting itself in different ways. When we listen to the details of the atrocities that were committed, not just that there was an abuse, but what was actually done sickens us. It sickens us. And then to come to the realization that, yes, we thought that there were some cover-ups. There's no denying that. But the magnitude of the cover-up? Who could imagine something like that? I couldn't. Maybe I'm too naive. Cardinal McCarrick came to this diocese and in this very room made a presentation on faithful citizenship a few years ago. I invited him to come and speak at our combined vicariates on faithful citizenship. And because I invited him, some people have asked me, did you know his story, his secrets? Did you know that? I swear to you today, I didn't know anything about it. But there is a guilt by association. And I'm shocked at what I've learned about Bishop or Cardinal, former Cardinal Archbishop Ted McCarrick, because I admired him. At 70, he took on a new diocese, an archdiocese, as did Archbishop Niederauer at 70, going to a place totally new, to a presbyterate totally new. And the kind of work that he did, especially in foreign relations on the behalf of the conference, I did admire him, but I didn't know this dark side of him. I didn't know. But I know where my anger and my pain, my worry, I'm so worried right now about our youth. I'm so worried right now about our lay people, about the leadership, the moral leadership of our church, about its credibility. And I'm very worried about you. I'm very worried about you and where you are and how you are maintaining your commitment to the church and to the ministry that has been entrusted to you. And that's why I thought it important for us to come together. There were a couple of priests that called and said, Bishop, you need to bring us together. And so we're going to set this day during this very difficult time. We may come to some understandings of why these things take place, but there is no excuse for them to take place. We may understand how it began, but there's no excuse for it. There is no excuse for it. And so we need to, in the midst of the anger and the worry and the trauma and the depression that is there, we need to go through some kind of purification, some kind of addressing the evil that we have allowed and perhaps fostered by our omissions in the church. The Bishops' Conference, through its executive committee, has informed us that there will be, some of you read the news yesterday, calling for a visitation led by the laity with experience in forensic research to help us study the issue in this country. We know there may be some structural changes, and we know that there are some that we can make in our own diocese, on our own, so that there is always an openness and transparency, and there isn't a culture that hides things. We do respect confidentiality, but not secrets. Not secrets. And so we need to open ourselves to wherever God is leading us at this time, wherever it is that He wants us to be. In Español decimos, no hay mal que por bien no venga. And we have to open ourselves to the truth and move on from there.